Oi, oi. Where's my videos? Actually, let me get into the game. Supposed to just get rid of that film grain. Looks like I've removed most of it. I don't know if I can get much better than that. I wonder if I should try squeezing more bitrate. It says that it only goes as high as 6, but maybe we can get away with 8. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's test Twitch first. Because Twitch is the one that... I'm limited. I have to limit my quality based off of what Twitch can do, because YouTube is actually capable of outputting more. I put this in full screen. Hey, I don't want the chat right there. I want it to go full screen if I not zoom in. I'll have to get rid of the chat option. Honestly, I don't know if I can get much better than that. That's pretty damn good. Let's see if I can change this to 8 and if it'll change while it's streaming. It does indeed go up, so these settings do indeed. Oh man, it's not kicking me off. That looks pretty damn good. I don't think that looks almost as good as it does on my TV. And I mean, it's recording on my TV in 4K, so. Honestly, I feel like it's the webcam that's the slowest. Test, test. Testing my. What else would be wrong with the webcam? I feel like it wasn't this bad. Bro, will you go? Quit hanging around this thing. It's annoying. I don't think I can speed up my webcam because I did buy a pretty cheap one. Because my nice ass fucking Brio fucking broke. But I thought this could do match output. So let me choose a 60. Come on, go. Come on, go. You don't let me be hanging around this thing. Goddamn. Goddamn cat. Go. Get out of here. Yeah, says 60. Oh, what's when I have? I mean, it was cheap. It was like $17. I bought it on a whim. Doesn't even say. Didn't even give me a model on the back. It's shit though. Maybe I should buy a nice one finally. Given the. It's so bad. Why is it so bad? I feel like it wasn't this bad when I bought it. I didn't notice a difference. Ooh, actually, okay. Okay. Switching it to 1080p. That is much better. used to actually move these things in. No, it's not. Hey, 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 hey! Quit playing with that, you fuck. Go. God. You move one light and the cats are just like, oh, let's fucking wrestle around this thing. This isn't usually here. Oh my God. Is that too big? Maybe that's too big. Sorry, this is not Final Fantasy 14. It's just me messing with my software, but I am about to start playing. Actually looks pretty good. A near lossless quality. It's pretty fucking good. Cause yeah, as long as I have it set to 4K and I downscale, it's still pretty fucking crisp in terms of resolution and graphics. Like, you're not really losing that, really. Full resolution profile. I mean, I don't think I can get much better. Unless I crank it up to 10, which I really don't think Twitch can do. So Twitch might shut off. YouTube, I think, can. Or did we lose it? We might have lost it. Bro, how many times I gotta tell you? Go. Stop playing next to the camera, bro. Stop playing next to the light. Oh my gosh. I tossed him from the webcam to the light. He's just like, oh, you play with this? That's actually really good. Alright, let's go check Twitch. I'm surprised Twitch even stayed up at 8,000. Which it is. Interesting. It says it recommends 6,000. I'm at 10,000. Yeah, that does look really good. Alright, so I think we solved all the problems. We got the webcam up to speed. We got the rate at a near lossless quality. Final Fantasy is looking good. Alright, I suppose I'll get into it. Time reference, right on the 15-minute mark. Yeah, so I reformatted my computer, which is obviously why I'm doing all this. I reformatted my laptop. I messed with my TV, one of my TVs yesterday. Doing all this shit. Been tinkering with stuff. Obviously I made the quest icons go away with my quest icon plugin. I don't know if we can even see any quest icons here because I'm in a really interesting spot. But needless to say, no quest icons. Bro, now you're coming up here? If you chill, I will let you stay there, but you need to chill. Because you're the girl. And you probably already hate me because I pick on you and you don't like it. You don't take it like the other cats do. So I beat Fan Daniel. Because there's been some time since I last streamed. Bro, Orange Cat, come on, dude. Go. Come on. You're too crazy. Went to the Garlean tower, the big tower. Fought Fan Daniel. He fused with Zodiark. We went up to the moon. Well, we went up to the moon. Then he fused with Zodiark. We beat Zodiark, who was unfinished, so we didn't beat him at full power. And then find out that the moon up there, which you can't see from here, which is actually interesting because the moon housed Zodiark. So obviously spoilers. So the moon actually probably isn't up there yet because Zodiark probably has, or I know because now I'm in the past. They brought me to the past because I'm trying to figure out who Hermes is because Hermes is Fan Daniel. Apparently Fan Daniel was what's Amon, Fan Daniel, and now Hermes? Because he was Hermes before he turned into Fan Daniel because they all were given names that changed their names or whatever. Because we're trying to figure out what research he was working on, and so they brought me into the past to figure that out. Because the moon is a spaceship. They're trying to take the Charlayans are trying to take all the people on the planet. Don't mess with that. Okay, you fucker. Trying to take all the people on the planet and abandon it because the final days are happening and it's apocalyptic meteors coming down and shit like that. I'm obviously trying to prevent that. We don't want to abandon the planet like the Charlayans do. Except that is a plan B, escape if necessary. So I went and saw not Estinian, what's his name? Elidibus, went to Elidibus, who's locked in the Crystal Tower from the other room, and he sent me here to the past before the final days in the past, because this is where Hermes is, Fan Daniel, up in this island, and I just got here, so I don't really know what's going on, except I would assume that this is the same floating island as, I forget what it's called, but basically that Allegan floating isle place, the Ezim Step, maybe? I think that might be... I can't remember what it's called. It might be the Ezim... I don't know what it's called. Something like that. So I suspect that this is, you know, can't remember how long they said. This had, damn, the ancients must be old, because they said that the rabbit people from the moon were building it for 12,000 years, which means that I'm 12,000 years plus further than that in the past. So I'm suspecting that this is the same island as, you're mine. Same islands as, the ones from my time. So anyways, let's get to it, I guess. Ramble on for a while. Forever. You are my lap cat. You shall become one with my lap. So I have no idea what's going on here. Apparently this is where all the I forget what they're called. All those people with the masks. Apparently this is where they test their creation magic. And then I ran into Emmett Selk. Oh, we gotta go back up here, I guess. This thing about turning the quest icons on, kinda don't know where to go. You gotta look at the map a lot, but I like it because it gives it a classic Final Fantasy vibe. I find myself talking to people a lot more, searching for that quest icon person. See, because I don't know which one of these gives it, right? So we'll talk to Emmett Selch because it's probably Hythlodeus. It's probably him that gives the quest icon, but we're gonna go with it. No means no. Just be grateful I'm even willing to wait. Because we're gonna be making a robe. I'm gonna be able to look like them. But that's interesting. This is why I like not having the quest icons on, because I don't know who gives the quest. So if I asked him, no means no. I probably would have skipped that. You know, so it just like it offers more creativity and exploration, and which is a lot like the old Final Fantasy games. You know, just in old Final Fantasy games, you talk to everybody. You literally talk. Who's this? You talk to everybody you can talk to. There's items and stuff you get. I kind of wish they did that with this. For talking to people. So it just really gives it much more of that classic Final Fantasy vibe. Yes, these creatures should suffice. An etheric rope I want you to use to capture, shall we say, 2 Petalodi. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. Now, I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your aether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the Petalodi first. Good luck. Yeah, of course. I mean, I highly doubt it makes a difference, but it'd be interesting if which ones you bring back. Change the cloak. There ain't nowhere for you to lay right there. You see that big towering webcam that you're gonna knock over right now? Here, come on, move, lay down. You guys are so freaking fat, man. Do a purple and that's it. Just like eyes. We changed the battle music. Duly weakened and carefully bound, the Petalodi is destined to become clothing. I mean, I might as well have just killed it then, right? Come on. Yeah. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely, and now for a spot of reversion. Make sure I have the webcams lined up. Does it seem like it's too short? Short and stubby. Should just do this. And lower that. Do something like that. Let's preview it. That's good. Okay. What will you say? What did he say? Something to me? Did I miss? There, it is ready. It's nothing fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for size. Turn everything living beings into clothing just like that, won't someone be angry with us for using those creatures? Let's go with the first one. Oh, that wasn't quite living. It was a construct. Well, not just like that. You need to revert them to their constituent aether first. Lest you wonder why I have asked for 2 species, it is due to the difference in their etheric balance. Blending them allows us to produce garb with superior etheric stability. It's my homie Hythlodeus. Well and good to disguise and educate, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point, but at the very least I should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. Should probably turn that down 1 click. I'm reading it in time, but myself speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence and make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are, no best simply say that you're familiar. The question is whose? Of course, Azums, if you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence. For lack of her presence, absolutely. Was she here, she'd be the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. They're not gonna, I mean, I guess I am a familiar, since pushing my size. I wonder if he knows. He could somehow tell how naturally tall I was supposed to be, because it's interesting that he made me taller, considering. They're all taller than me. I think they would have, like, naturally made me their own size. Whatever. Did that just take up some armory space? I think it did. Did he give me? Podea. Pants and boots. Does it really matter? Can't even see my pants and boots. But you can see stuff under there though. They look just like them. Hey. Fucking with that. If you're ready, let us continue along the path of Engor and Gnorisis. Place as an observation hub and residence both. Someone that should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. I'm an Ashen. Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. You know where we might find him. Well, not by your mask. I assume you are one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see, my lips are sealed. The chief would not be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been the aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say. Many thanks, and apologies for disrupting your work. I say Hythlodeus. Well, I've never met Hermes. You know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his aid? Aye, that I could. As you know, I'm at Selk, and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can see either quite keenly and from great distances. With this skill, I could really locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. Readily locate. We're here to perform an assessment after all. By searching the ordinary, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is so much for your own enjoyment, like as not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. Bro, you guys are so annoying, oh my god. According to his profile, something. So you know it's because we're in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up. A special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, do we not exhibit our individuality? It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. It's rare to treat, indeed, to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let's find our man. Will you stop messing with that? It's all very interesting. There's something there that's usually not. Wow. What shall we do next, my little ones? A spot of sunbathing, perhaps? You lost my familiar friend, Anagoras. Anagoras is not the safest place. Anagorasis? Isis? Orisis? Not the safest place to wander unattended. You had best return to your master's side. It appears to have moss growing on its head. If I can. Extraordinary, that's not every day I see such charming familiar. Why, I'd much rather observe a pretty little thing like you than all those brutish creatures everyone insists on making. And what have we here? That's it. Don't ask me why, but at least creation won't eat anything but bi-colored gemstones. I'm going to need to get my hands on more of them, and fast. Must press further through the Endwalker main scenario in order to access this vendor's wares. My role here, I specialize in the observation of flora. Some of the larger species, such as trees and so forth, continue to grow over the course of many centuries, which requires a great deal of patience on my part. Thankfully, I'm quite content to spend my days in these idyllic surroundings. Whose house is this? Somewhere in here. And he said by the pool, but can't be there. There's being more pools nearby. I mean, I guess all of these are pools. Talk to them. Wait, what's this? Oh, what a curious familiar. I suppose your creator sent you here to learn our ways and perhaps achieve some degree of enlightenment. So what would you ask of me? Tell me about yourself. Like most of my colleagues here at Anagrava, I am charged with observing the various creations in our care, assessing their suitability for life on Etheirus. It's an enormous responsibility, of course, though the sense of achievement for bringing new species into the world makes it all worthwhile. Is one of the most important facilities in Elpis, as it is here that was ascertained the various merits and shortcomings of the various flora and fauna in our care. It derives its name from the ethos at the center of our work, that being the discovery of the creation's true nature. Only by allowing them to coexist in an environment such as this do they reveal unto us the essence of their being. Hermes.
Kimi wa?
Oh my god.
あなた、みんなと違う。仲間、もしかして私たちだから仲良く。待ってね。こんにちは。こんにちは。聞こえますか？私はあなたに敵対するものじゃありません。あなたの音を聞き、思いを感じ、考えを知りたいのです。どうか仲良くしてくれませんか？仲良くしませんか？
ああ、見つけられたんだね。ヒトロダイウスか。会うのは久しぶりだ。そうだね。職場同士はしょっちゅう連絡し合ってるけど、今日は君に会いたいって人たちを連れてきたんだ。14人委員会の
エメトセルクだ。お前が所長のヘルメスで間違いないな。
ああ、ヘルメスだ。アーモロートからでは遠かっただろう。
まあな。だがエルピスの用途を思えば仕方のないことだ。 こいつに案内役を頼む羽目になったのは不本意だがな。
失礼しちゃうな。私はいつだって善良な友人だというのに。それからこちらがさっきプロピュライオンで拾ったってなんだか懐かれてるね。そっちの青い子はヘルメスの使い魔かい？
彼女はメーティオンという流星を意味する名だ。
へえ、随分と構成するエーテルが薄いんだね。これだとあまりに脆い気がするけれど、創造物管理局にも届け出てないでしょ。イデアを見た覚えがないや。
彼女は自分の個人的な研究のために創造した。けれどまだ成果を得ていない段階だ。だから申請できていないが、いずれは伺うつもりでいる。その時はよろしく頼む。
了解。確かに君はここの所長であると同時に飛行生物創造の第一人者だからね。こだわりもあるんだろう。申請のんびりお待ちしているよ。
それも結構なことだが、こちらも仕事の話がある。私が来た時点でおおむね察しているだろうがな。
承知した。ひとまず奥の館で待っていてくれ。自分も観察対象たちを造物院に返したら。
ヘルメス、どうした？
アンビストマが一匹足りない。
その子たちと同じエーテルならあっちの方向、敷地の外にいるみたいだね。それも木の上だ。
木に登ったのか、あの手足で。
ミトロインが空を泳ぐ魚を作ってから水生生物に浮遊能力をつけるのが流行っている。アンビストマもわずかに頑張れば木くらい登れる。だが降りられないのかもしれない。
私も探す。
どうするんだ、残りのこいつらは。
ここは手分けをするとしようか。すまないけれどヘルメスを追って手伝ってあげてくれるかい？残りのアンビストマは私とエメトセルクで見ているよ。
see anything. I click on them. I gave the impression it was here. Don't see any glittering glowing.
ヘルメスに指定されたのはここで間違いなさそうだな。だがお前はダメだ。同席はさせられない。やましい話じゃないが、人の今後を左右する大事な話だ。どこから来たのかも言えないような奴に聞かせられるものか。なんだ、食ってかかる気か。それはヘルメスとだろう。私の要件が終わった後にいくらでも。
自分は彼女に同席してもらっても構わない。
ヘルメスだが、こいつは
メーティオンに気に入られた存在だということは、自分にとってどんな言葉で論じられるよりも信用に値する。それに第三者がいてくれた方が冷静でいられそうだ。
分かった。お前の意見を尊重しよう。静かに聞いているんだぞ。
それで話というのはやはり。
ああ、ファダニエルが座を降りることを決めた。公認としてお前を推挙している。14人委員会としてもお前の実績と深い知識を買ってその提案を受ける方向で動いている。あえて面識がない私がここに来たのは、公正な目で近況を確認するため。そして何よりお前自身の意志を問うためだ。現ファダニエルももともとはここの所長だ。公私ともにお前と親交があったと聞く。座を譲りたいという旨も何度か話をしていたそうじゃないか。だから予測がついていたんだろう。
そうだ。私がなすべき仕事を終える時にはお前を襲おうとあの方は何かにつけておっしゃっていた。
とてもじゃないが喜んでいるようには見えないな。それほど14人委員会の名を背負うのが嫌か。
いや、そうじゃない。そうじゃないんだ。委員会に推挙してもらえたことは光栄に思う。研究ばかりの自分には過ぎるほどの申し出だ。だが現ファダニエルが座を降りようとしていること、それそのものが割り切れない。やはり彼は星に帰るのだろうか。
そのつもりだとは聞いている。過去に14人委員会に属した者もほとんどが退任とともに帰っているしな。
星に帰るは死ぬのこと？
おや、珍しいね。エルピスではそう呼ぶ方が主流なのかい？その言葉を使う人はめったにいないと思っていたけれど、我らは星の意志であり細胞である。この命こそが星に流るる血の一滴、己神のごとく星を育め。 それが私たち人の役割だよ。星を良くすることで、そこに生きる全てのものが幸せでいられるようにするわけだね。みんなそのために知り、考え、作り出してきた。おかげで原初の頃は荒々しかったという星は、これほどまでに穏やかに優しいものになった。星に帰るというのは、そうして星を育んだ者にこそ与えられる選択肢だ。大いに生き、己のやるべきことを果たしたと思った時に、人々はそれを選ぶ。最後の瞬間はいつだって、それは美しいものさ。
14人委員会に加わった者とで、その流れからは逸脱しない。ここで存分に役目を果たせたら、まさしく帰るにふさわしいと多くの者は考える。私たちの座はついた者にとって名数と同義だ。ごく一部の例外を除いてな。パダニエルが帰るのを認められないのは、彼の功績がそれに値しないと考えているからか。知らないわけはないと思うが、あの御人は多くの素晴らしいイデアを生み出した。こと新たな動物を作ることにかけてはな。エルピスでの経験を生かし、いくつもの種を生み出したものだ。
もちろんそれはよくわかっている。自分はただあれほど偉大で命を知る人であっても、やはりそうして終わりを選ぶのかと。不甲斐ない。こちらの動揺が彼女にまで伝わってしまったようだ。同席を進めておいてすまないが、少しの間彼女を連れ出してやってはくれないか。気分転換をした方がいい。
Interesting, interesting. Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death. the cat people didn't exist back then. Well, I suppose not, because here's didn't either. It's mankind's duty to make a star a better place. As part of this duty, employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, or it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist, testing which is conducted here in Elpis. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study in which we identify their properties, surmise what habitats might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects they may have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it would be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you two were created with the hope of making this time made home. Candidate is subjected to rigorous study, speculate the effects. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. Two of you two were created with the hope of making the star a better place, so heed to your master's will and be good. Spriggans, what are Spriggans? No, we call them Orelai. If there's many, if it's just one, we say Orelais. Though they're cute, they can be naughty. Sometimes they run off with concept crystals, and Hermes has to run after them. See this creature she speaks of. fucking thing up here. Wait, that's just the ether. Oh, fuck. Am I missing something? I see not a creature within the red circle. Oh. I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. I can't read it, or maybe there's nothing to read. Looks rather dumb. Wait, please wait. Something. Greetings, can you hear me? So my power, I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind, rather you are converting my emotions into words and intention, a process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. The ability vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings even should they communicate via unknown languages or other nonverbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor no affection for you, one that is difficult to define. An affection. Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic, they draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. Oh, she's so sweet. Did you hear me? That's my turn again, so what are you good at? Not sure what that means. Let's play, but when this goes for a walk or look at creations is fun, but no different from work. I think we might be bothering it. Let's keep going. We'll go and see the Ianthe next. She's usually in a small building. One on the west row. Oh, if it isn't Meteon. I see you brought a friend today. Greetings, Ianthe. An apple. Could you make me an apple? The kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it with Grimortal. Oh, candied apple. Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat Meteon. You weren't made to do so. But I like it too. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likes for your own. In any case, can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one of Hermes soon, I promise. Sorry, Camardo, I wanted to show you my favorite thing, then I could ask about yours, but I failed. That's what you like. Yes, I can feel your joy and happiness, and it makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too. Shall we go and see? Between you and me, Hermes' eating habits are atrocious. We may not be reliant upon food to the extent that our smaller creations are, but our diets eventually catch up with us. If we don't consume the requested balance of nutrients, we grow weak and lethargic, yet Hermes consumes candies, apples as if they were a staple. Exciting thing. 'Twas refreshing, constitutional, I hope. 'Twas a refreshing, constitutional. What, back already? Pity a bit longer and we might have snuck away without you. There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Meteon good. Grimaldo wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught her. About this place, about my power, and about your favorite food. I'm not sure if that last one will be of any use. But I do appreciate you keeping Meteon company while you were away. I finished speaking with our guests. Finished. Hardly you requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It's been decided that Emixelk and Hythlodeus will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too. I'm compelled to remind you that she is no way associated with the convocation when we simply chance to meet at Propilium. There's no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind to see the joy her presence brings to Meteon, and I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intent. Myrtle is kind, really, truly. She taught me as much as I taught her. You're coming, of course, to watch Hermes. You're bound to learn lots and lots. It's time we all get to go for a walk. Isn't it exciting? Though I see new creations on a daily basis, here they look at them with a different eye. It will be interesting to observe Hermes' work. Hermes at work. It is held that civil organizations should conduct their affairs with total transparency, and that convocation is no exception, but that doesn't mean we're obligated to show our work in unknown entities such as you. Consider yourself privileged and behave accordingly. Everyone is ready. There are a few creations I need to check on. First, we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward Ambystoma. Have care when you step outside a hub, for there may be more unruly creatures about. Let me see what level it is. 86. Oh, we're getting closer to 90. beautiful. I hope they make it into the world. Oh yes, the Petalora, one of the newest species of the ever-popular butterfly. Still bothered about your raw dumping. The few specimens we repurposed will be missed. I'll have been bigger now. From when we were discussing his nomination, he was melancholy incarnate. This is your new species we recently set loose. It has been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If it can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it onto the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It is the pleasure, as it is the presence of a soul, yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose forms adhere to the laws of creation that can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneous, born of magic, natural phenomena, do not have souls. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it is considered an arcane entity. So you see, it is not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it is hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. So I'm not an arcane entity because I have a soul, but yet I'm still like a creation. Your research interesting too. Tell me how you find Amistoma. We're meant to be observing Hermes, but instead we're stuck with Metin. Well, I suppose she herself serves as proof of his prowess as a researcher and creator both. Fascinating creation, much like yourself, little one. Renowned as Hermes is for his flying life forms, it's a rare privilege to be able to see one of his works in progress. Lightning Numa, just as the report said. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, it is in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the isle airborne and maintains the climate thereupon. In the course of its operations, it often sees an internal shift towards a given element. We know that element is lightning, which draws the Numa here to replenish their ether. It appears Meiteon is busy. Would you care to assist me in her stead and feed the Numa? By using this lightning converter, you can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball of a veritable feast for our dazzling friends. Go and give it a try. Perfectly done, Grimardo. Look. Nom, 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 nom. See how they gather to feed, how they express themselves through their actions despite their lack of words. Speech is not the sole defining characteristic of a thinking and feeling creature, nor is silence an indication that they do not possess these qualities. Be it a soulless arcane entity such as the Numa, or ethereal life forms such as the Petalo, all seek to perpetuate their existence. A good question. I can answer it from a theoretical standpoint, but it ultimately falls to the Bureau of Architect to pass judgment. Those with exceptional vision, such as Hypodeus, may be able to ascertain her true nature. But to me, it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that is all I need to know. Oh, you finished already. I'm sorry, I was in the way. Not to worry, my dear. They missed nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will head east of the morning dew. Need to speak with some observers. It's adorable, but beware its sneeze. Hermes flying once. This fellow has been the talk of the Bureau, the combination of carefree aspect and endless rows of fangs is strangely charming. Was there a guiding theme or any method to the madness that is this random assortment of features? Ampelos.
最近観察を始めたばかりの創造生物だ。少しいいか、経過を聞かせてもらいたい。
それエルピスの花。私と一緒の
花。
エンテレケイヤ。
その花はこの施設で作られたんだ。それでエルピスの名を冠している。昔ここに美しい花を作ることを愛している職員がいた。彼女が試行錯誤するうちに偶然生み出したのだという。面白いのは何と言っても周囲の心を映してまとう色を変えるところだ。とはいえここでも地上でも陰りなき純白をまとっていることが大半だが。
へえ、人の心を映す。それってどういう仕組みなんだい？
世界にはエーテルとはまた異なる思いが動かす力というものがある。自分たちがエーテルを自在に操るようにこの花はその力を受けたり作用させることができる。とはいえ花自身には明確な意志がない。だから周囲の感情によって動いた力を受け、それを色や輝きといった現象に変換しているんだ。
アーカー社はラザハン式の錬金術に存在する概念で、目には見えない力の一つよ。思いが動かす力なんて言われてるんだ。
アーカー社、自分たちはその力をデュナミスと呼んでいる。そしてエルピスの花のようにデュナミスを操ることができる存在、思いを自在に現象へと変えられる存在をエンテレケイアと呼ぶ。
私もエンテレケイ
ああ、その子は世界で最初の意志を持つエンテレケイアなんだ。
待て待て、エーテルとは異なる力、デュナミスだと。そんなもの私ですら初めて聞くが。
無理からぬことだ。まずデュナミスは人に見えないし感じ取れもしない。理論上は長らくあるに違いないとされていたが、エルピスの花が偶然創造されるまでは存在を実証することさえできていなかった。次にデュナミスはエーテルと比べてずっと弱い力だ。普通の状態ではエーテルに押し負けかき消されてしまう。だから自分たちのように多量のエーテルを有し、何につけてもエーテルを活用する生物はデュナミスを使う必要がない。まさにあってない存在だ。ごく一部の研究者にしか知られていないのもうなずけるだろう。
なるほどな。しかしだとしたらどうしてお前はエンテレケイアを、メーティオンを生み出した？
アーテリスはエーテルが特別に濃い星だ。それこそ名の由来になるほどに。だが宇宙全体で見れば計算上全ての質量とエネルギーの 68.3% をデュナミスが占めると考えられている。エーテルとは比べ物にならないほど大きいんだ。それを自在に操れるとしたら、緩く流れる水では石を浮かてすとも、滝のように勢いをつければ岩をも削っていくように、デュナミスがエーテルに勝る力になるかもしれない。とは言ったものの、実のところ自分はそんな大それた目的を持っているわけじゃない。
Someone fucked around with it and fucked it up.
宇宙を飛ぶものを作りたかった。そのために生涯では補給しにくくなるエーテルではなく、別の力を利用できるようにしてはどうかと考えたんだ。
ああ、だからその子は極端にエーテルが薄かったのか。
ご明察だ。
あなたも薄いと感じる。だからエンテレケイアの仲間と思った。違う？
last one would be funny.
それは単なる火事場のバカ力じゃないか。
Now I wish
エ
I
ー
would
テ
have
ルが
fucking
薄ければ
dogged him.
エンテレケアになるというわけじゃない。だがデュナミスに干渉しやすくなるのは確かだろう。それが思いもよらぬ勝利や逆転につながるかもしれない。君の特性として大切にするといい。ああ、待たせたままになっていた。まだいくつか確認したいことがあるから済ませてくれ。
Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it even if we knew, but it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy and no one told me. A personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive, given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the celestial. He would be a welcome addition. So many can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand this hesitation. Oh, you wish to know why Mixel was chosen for the convocation? Should be glad to share the tale. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten, were to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. What now? If you would accompany us, I suppose you should at least know that much. The Convocation of 14 is a governing body that determines myriad policies. The goal is to ensure that all is right in creation, that our star may know a brighter future. As the name suggests, the council is comprised of 14 offices, each of which is held by an individual Trojan for their surpassing abilities. Depending on the office, one is required to either be an authority in a certain field or possess skills that would facilitate the performance of their stipulated duties. Cats are so annoying. So skills that were stipulated duties. The former category includes Metron, specialist in aquatic life, Lawgriff, specialist in terrestrial life and husbandry, Halmerit, specialist in fungal and plant life, Emeraloith, specialist in medicine and healing, and Lahabrea, specialist in creation magics, who has brought forth phantom beings of the highest complexity. As for the latter category, there's Ultima, advocate of the arts, Aegior, Ultima with a name. Will you stop moving around? Figure it out. Aegiorn, champion of enlightenment and rhetoric, Pashtaret, preserver of discipline and order, Mixelk, keeper of the ethereal realm or underworld in the vernacular, Van Daniel, pursuer of extant phenomena. Pursuer. Keeper of the ethereal realm. And as traveler of the world and counselor to the people. I don't know like any of these people. What should I be revealing such details to you? Don't be silly. Even children know this much, and you would do well to remember it all. What now? Why did you bother me? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you were created for the sole purpose of trying my patience. It's kind of funny. Until you tell when we're away from sensitive ears. Enteliki or no, we're friends in thinness. My apologies for the wait. I have inspected the Ampelos to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it is released unto the world. Another creation, however, reportedly is faring it so well. The cherubdis. That is what we shall tend to next. If you would follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main isle and head north. Holy shit, this place is huge. Why is this one blue and shiny? It's just like difference in etheric balance between these cherubicus. By this it is assumed that they aren't the original creations, but their offspring. Serpentine bird or winged snake. It's weird that she can't eat. It's like, why can't she eat? All these other things that are like real animals that you didn't eat. Even though it suggests that she actually has a soul, so it's like, I understand there's a problem with one. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Charbidus is based off a sea creature. Owing to the adjustments to enhance its affinity to the wind, it is capable of flight. Specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. Third generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water. Its aquatic origin reasserting itself, it would seem. The results being an affinity to wind is diminished and it cannot fly no matter what we try. We can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such a change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable and flawed. The etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charbidus would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. It is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. It shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. You need to go to such lengths. You don't know, sigh, but of course not. Transformation is an art which one manipulates a vast quantity of evil to construct another body around himself. In practice, this allows one to assume its freedom in any conceivable form and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, and unseemly as running about robeless, shameful. I am to understand you make a habit of this. I don't understand. Nothing of the sort. It's just that when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that it is may. This I believe I have a solution in myself. May I trouble you to move that Charbidus away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight. Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief shall we scheme now? The mischief, I assure you, would about spare the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. They can barely walk. Must help the charity goes to fly, or else they will all die. Such bother women can simply begin to believe, but I shall refer to the chief overseer. Silk is out of sight, good, let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, Joe. You have myself trained the Charbitas. Aside from being able to fly on transform, he can readily see the currents. As with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty and will control him. Don't be, as I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Well, I don't want you to go down myself, tell him that you have a favor to ask. You'll be disinclined to cooperate at first, but mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. And off you go, and no goodbye. The chat would say, I have a favor to ask. I can move a long way, so oh, no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't want the height Blodeus is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse. It is to be believed, relentless system may serve to wear down the ever wary Emexelk. That will say, use your keyboard, please, Emexelk.
いや、だから私に言われてもだな。
君ならばそのカリブディスが飛ぶのを助けてくれる。必ずそうしてくれるはずだと聞いた。偉大なるエメトセルクよ、どうか頼む。その子に飛び方を教えてやってくれ。
じゃないとヘルメス、今からここで大胆に変身する。
おやおや、こうなったら手を貸してあげた方が早いと思うな。
何がおやおやだ。仕組んだのはお前だろ。
そんな人聞きの悪い。私はただそういう素晴らしい選択肢もあるって提示をしたまでさ。
お願い、エメトセルク。
私は手伝いのために来たんじゃない。それだけはよくよく覚えておけよ。おい、地上からカリブディスを飛ばすのはお前がやれ。私が力を貸すのは空中での補助だけだ。
それじゃあ私たちはこの辺りから見物していようか。さっきの質問だけど、ほら、エメとセル君がなぜ14人委員会に入ったのかって話。実は最初に14人委員会への誘いを受けたのは彼じゃなく私だったんだ。エーテルを見る目を買われてね。でも私は断った。確かに見ることにかけては人並み以上だけれど、あくまでも見るだけだ。エーテルを操作する方はどちらかというと下手な部類なのさ。実際転身もできないしね。見て知ることができても結果に対応する術がなくちゃ仕方ないだろう。その点エメとセルクは完璧だ。エーテルが見えるだけじゃなく、それを自在に引き寄せて強大な魔法を使うことができる。あれほど偉大な魔導士を私は他に知らないよ。だから私は彼を推したんだけど、彼を推薦する声は他にもたくさん届いていたんだ。それも世界中からね。なんでも以前彼に手を貸してもらった人たちが、彼の実力は確かなものだって声を上げたらしい。当人は驚いたんじゃないかな。彼としては人助けをしてたつもりなんてこれっぽっちもなかったようだからね。私とエメとセルクにはもう一人仲のいい友人がいるんだ。それがまあなんというか面白い人でね。やらなくてもいいことにいちいち首を突っ込んであわや大惨事みたいなことが常で、エメとセルクは呆れてばかりだけど、まあ心配もしているわけさ。だから呼ばれればついていくし、必要だと判断すれば助っ人に駆けつける。結果として周りからはエメとセルク自身が人助けをしてるように思われたってわけだ。本当にとびきり愉快な友人たちさ。彼らの望みが叶うようにすること、それが私にできる最良の星への貢献だ。エメとセルクは14人委員会の座は名数に等しいと言うけれど、だったら私の名数は友人たちのそれに等しいのだろうと思うよ。いけないね、つい語っちゃった。どうにも君には親近感が湧いてしまうものだから。やっぱりその色、君の中にある色のせいかな。これほど似ているのに違うものだなんて、そんなことある？
すごい！カリュバディス上手！
うん、あれならもう大丈夫。飛ぶ練習は終わりで良さそうだ。近くまで行ってエメトセルクに手を振ってあげなよ。終了の合図代わりにさ。
How's that? That's where I gotta be standing to talk to him. Small system at first, but soon it was flying much more or less on its own. I will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. Witness it all from afar, the Charybdis flies. Indeed, with this we've proven to even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. We'd help it to achieve so that Charybdis is the herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in the fashion if and when need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. If I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. Is an attachment to them, and they care not. Definitely doesn't enjoy the thought of things dying, even though everybody else is like, it's still natural. Creatures are happy, that makes me happy too. I thoroughly enjoyed myself at the end of most of all. What wonderful apology forced me to help? Do you save your breath? You didn't force me to do anything and really chose the most expeditious way to have done with an impediment to our business. Omega Mortal, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Dynamics seem promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I found it. Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Chief Hermes, with good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Acheon, I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the other Cupids, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the Cupids were keeping a wide berth. It is nature of the Acheon that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I have no doubt the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable, or else we'll revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders as you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doris is still there, however. This part as part of his work, and I would observe we follow. Story's getting pretty good. I like the ancient parts, all their parts. If you have a war part. I think with that, I'm gonna call it, take a break, watch some One Piece, eat some cereal, you know, the old routine. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll be back probably soon.